knocking stuff over. I'm gonna put my eyeballs on. Let's see if I can get the camera to go in the right direction. Let's see. There. Let's turn that down. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, let's see. Doo-doo-doo. I don't know what I did. Dang glare off my glasses. Hate that. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I figure I'd jump on. I know I was supposed to be on about, I was going to jump on about 10, but I have a TDS guy coming, Dwayne, when I've always talked about hell of a guy. They have him coming out to check the line or whatever. But I figure I would jump on really quick and see if everybody was on or not. Do a video real quick beforehand, because I know I was going to be on longer, but I might be on after the tech guy comes. I'm not sure what time, because I know he had another job to do first before coming here. Could be a long period, I'm not sure, but that's why I figured I would jump on. Because right now it's like, after I had talked to TDS, like I was saying yesterday, I sent an email, nice one, a couple of times about my internet speed. But instead of explaining why or when they would get somebody to, would do a modem up here, they decided to put a ticket in for troubleshoot your internet. I'm like, that's not going to work. But I was talking to Dwayne yesterday, and I told him, I was like, yeah, I'll be here this morning. But he has to do one thing this morning before coming here. But thank you for whoever jumped on. Hope you're having a good day. I'm whooped today. Got a lot done yesterday after going over to my friend Hank's house, tearing apart 2 demolition derby cars. So it's like, got all 8 doors done, got all the windows out, gutted them. Now I got to do interior wise, and then exterior wise with lights and stuff like that, and take trunks off today, about around 12:30, I think. But yeah, I figure I would jump on for a bit until Dwayne showed up, because I was like, kept looking at the time going, well, I was going to jump on at 10:30, and then I was like, So I figure I would be on until Dwayne did show up. Mr. Willie, what's up, buddy? Thank you so much for coming in. How's your day going? I am relaxing, chilling out for a bit until, like I said, Dwayne gets here. But the funny thing was, after I talked to Dwayne, I had a phone call after I was tearing demolition derby cars apart from the company technician or whatever from, they call and say, oh, we're sending somebody out. So I was talking to him and basically told him the same thing that I told all you guys. The internet sucks. The internet doesn't get any better. You can't hardly do anything with it. Glad you're doing well there, Mr. Willie. But he was just a tech rep. So he was like, well, we'll send a technician out there. Do you still want him there? And I'm like thinking, well, I'm not going to take up his time. You don't have to. But I know yesterday I seen him. Dwayne was trying to back the boom truck over one of the power poles where the cable runs onto, but he couldn't back up to where he was to get to that pole. But I think he's going to try a different way today. Hopefully it works better for him. But yeah, got a lot accomplished on those demolition derby cars. I might do a little video up there later tearing them apart because they got, both Hank and Hank, junior and senior, is still on probation from trying to run over the neighbor. Not quite yet. It's a tempting thought, but no. One of them is a 2010 Chrysler Sebring, and the other one's a 03 or a little bit newer. No, I think it's an 03 Buick. So it's like that one wasn't too bad to get all the guts and the windows out of that one. But the newer Chrysler Sebring, that 2010, holy crap, front doors got more wiring than anything else to them. But got them all tore apart, got everything gutted out of them. Got all the seals off the doors and the door framing on the body itself. And going to be gutting the trunks, then interior later on today. I'll be more sore. Back wasn't as bad though when I woke up this morning. It was just more my hands because you're using your hands a lot. How's the weather down by you there, Mr. Willie? It's a little better today, but not as windy. It got a little windy overnight because the garbage cans knocked over we put out for garbage man this morning. That was a cleanup. But yeah, see what he says, because I know he's got to do a thing like I was saying, he's got over in Knoxboro. I don't know if they're working on. There's a hub over in Knoxboro, but not over here. And that's a ways from me anyway, so that wouldn't work. So hopefully they find out something can be fixed and be done about it. Well, sounds like a good day. Yeah, they're calling for rain today. So I imagine when I get over there, I'll have to put one of the cars in the carport, gut it, if it's going to be raining out today, because they're calling possibility of rain. Hopefully it'll be later on in the day, like later, but looks it's cloudy out here. But I'm hoping things will go well. Yeah, the only downside part of the Sebring, try to get all the windows out without breaking them, but the car showed up with a broken window on the driver's side already, so it was glass all over there, so that's got to be cleaned up. And then back window was broke on the Buick, so that's another one that needs to be cleaned up. But know how to get the windshield out, the back window out of the Chrysler, so that won't be a problem. Hopefully it'll be easy going for the back and front windows, but the interior wise and everything comes out pretty easily. Usually I'm working on them to fix them, but it's a lot more fun to tear them all apart. But yeah, there's not much more to go. just it's time consuming because you're doing it with 2 cars instead of 1 car, tearing everything apart. I know what the truck sounds like. I heard it yesterday, so I can always give a listen out to when he does show up. I imagine he'll come over here first, talk with me, and then go over and do what he has to do. It sucks because he's been in. I mean, I even told the company, I said, that boy needs a raise because, I mean, he's on the go 24/7, busting his ass, doing everything that they tell him to do. But they, I don't blame Dwayne. Dwayne's a great guy. He's helped me out a lot when I did have a couple of problems with the modem, and which you can see the modem is right there with the lights on, and everything's working good. I did a test this morning, and it was 5.0 for download speed. Yesterday I said download was a lot smaller, but the upload speed is what's the killer, because that one is only 0.4. Thought it was 8, but I said it wrong yesterday. But today it's 0.4 for upload speed. And I'm like, holy crap. And we have to suffer with it. Basically, we have to grin and bear it. And it's been like that ever since I moved here. And it's just, good God. So I even told the company again yesterday. I was like, I said, dial-up was faster than what I'm getting. And he's like, we're so sorry, we'll send a technician out. I'm like, it's not the tech that can help me. It's the company that needs to update their systems for higher speeds for further out from the hub that I'm on. And so it's like everybody else. It's like Glenn and his mom that live in a trailer. They've talked to me, I don't know how many times, about what can be done. They've tried to talk to the company and stuff like that. And at one point, I've had Dingle Nut next door ask me about what cell phone company actually has good internet speed for like Wi-Fi hotspot. And I was like, we've got Cricket, but yeah, the technician will be here sometime, but more or less I'll just be talking with them because I tried talking to the company or sending an email, but they just made a ticket and said, well, send a technician out. And it's like, doesn't help the problem. Walmart in my town are hiring people, but cutting the pay of people who have been there. Well, that's kind of ridiculous. That's wrong for them to do that. Cut the prices on people's paychecks for when other people join in. That's kind of asinine. They've been there longer. They only had what was it, last year? Yeah, it was last year when that derecho hit us there, that I put a video up about it. But they had a pole that was broke. I told him that pole didn't look the healthiest this year. They replaced it. That's just probably 150 yards away from the house. It's over in the one field across the street, because we had a really good windstorm, and I kept looking over there, and I'm like, I better let Dwayne know about that. So I texted him and said, yeah, that pole broke off at the bottom. She was not a healthy one. But yeah, I mean, it sucks that's the only company we have up here. I try to go through, there's a satellite company that does internet speed, or internet, which is like 40 megs. But to get the service, you have to buy all that equipment, and it's like $400 for the equipment. I'm like, no. I mean, it would be cheaper, but at the same time, you're buying all that equipment, and it's just, and then what if you can't get a good signal, and what if something's blocking it, or they can't do it? Then this gets to be a pain in the ass, especially in wintertime. Got to always clean it off, or storms or whatever, that'll drop the speed. But I mean, not bad. I try to grin and bear with it at times, and then when you're having a stressful day, whatever, and then when your daughter, has to do her homework and everything, but you have to put a halt to everything you're downloading or trying to upload, or certain things like that. You have to basically halt it, stop the program, or stop the computer from downloading something, and it gets to somebody, like me. I don't put up with anybody's crap, but I mean, I try to tell them, look, what can be done. I mean, everybody up here is suffering, paying for internet speed that's, ridiculous. And it's just not worth it. But when it's the only company that's up here, it's rough. It can be rough, especially out here in the country. But hell, I think even other places I know of that are out in the country get better speeds than we do. Whew. Got any plans today there, Mr. Willie? $10.47. I think I talked to, when did I talk to Dwayne? I think I talked to him that was 8:30 this morning. But yeah, he had a meeting, and then he had to go and work over in Knoxboro before coming over here. Just cooking some dinner. Having what are you having good for dinner tonight? I don't know what I want to make. I think I already. No, I have one bag of mozzarella sticks left to put in the deep fryer with my pizza sauce. But that's like an appetizer. But I think macaroni and cheese and French fries. Maybe we'll put some French fries in the fryer tonight. Cook that up, see how it goes. And I'm still waiting for a lot of stuff to still come in from Wish, but I see a lot of it has left it says United States Customs. So I'm like, at least I know it's in the United States. But then I check the tracking, then it shows the tracking is not available for these items. So I'm like, okay, might be a little bit longer, but I signed up so that way I get notified about it. So that'll be a good thing. Cooking steaks on a grill or inside? On a grill is good. Oh, I feel drained. I think I got done about 8 o'clock last night because I couldn't see anymore. I was like, I couldn't see where his bolts were to take off or whatever. But we got a lot done. And then I was like, yeah, on the way home, I was like drained. I was like, it was like round trip. I think it's, the air fryers are good. We have one of those. Love those things. I mean, put a lot of shit in those things to cook. I like them. And plus, I think later on, I got to go through. I got a big collection of the old Pepsi glasses. Used to have all the characters on them, like Foghorn Leghorn, and Yosemite Sam. I've got like the whole collection of them, and I've got ones that have, I think, Rocky and Bullwinkle. I've got a couple other different ones, but they're old ones. So I got to look them up again because I couldn't remember what. Because a lot of them, they sell them in different lots, instead of so many of them. But I always look on the sold listings on eBay. And I can kind of get a description of how, what prices are going. Hopefully you find a good one. But they vary depending on what characters are on the cup. And then I got a pretty good amount of my foster parent side because a foster dad was in the fire department back in like the 50s, even before that, I think. They were an older couple that, adopted. And I've got when he used to go to meetings or whatever, and he used to get the glass mug, and it would have the fire department from around Jersey, because he was in Jersey at the time, like around Putnam Plains or places like that. But when he used to go to the different meetings and stuff, get one of those mugs all the time. There's I don't know how many I got of those things. So I got to look those up. And then I got a couple of Star Wars Pepsi cups, the older ones from just after they started doing Star Wars. And then the Pepsi had come out with the different cups. Here's like a set of 4 or 5 of those. I think I got 4. I think about 4. Sorry about the glare off my glasses. Pain in the ass. But yeah, it's gonna be a busy day. Off and in stuff. That truck. Sometimes ears trick me. Being that we have Oliver Road that comes onto Skyline, because Skyline goes across here. But Oliver Road's right here next to me. A lot of times I'll hear it through the back window from the kitchen, and it sounds like it's outside or something. Throws you off guard a little bit. Keep hearing something, but I don't know. Could be anything. Yeah, so I'm just basically another day of chilling out before I have to go over there. I figure about 12:30, maybe 1. That's true there, Mr. Willie. That is so true. Very, very true. Put my ring back on. God, I had to take it off because it was like finger had swelled a little bit. Working on the car, I was like, God, it hurt like hell. Especially on the backside, right here is where it hurts the most because you got that little lip. I'm like, whew. It's not as bad, but at least I didn't get cut by none of the glass that was in the cars. But the interior wasn't bad. I mean, I think he gets cars that might have banged up or motor issue or whatever. The Chrysler, I think, had both fenders in the front were a little bit banged in. Oil wise in that motor wasn't too bad, he said, but I think the only thing that was wrong with the Buick was the SN driver's side had gotten clobbered right on the side of the back wheel well there. Other than that, it was not bad. Looked okay. That was I believe that was the V6, and the Chrysler's got the 4-banger in it. Or it might be vice versa. I'd have to remember again. I wasn't really looking at the motor that much. But the fun part will be on the Chrysler because the motor is down side fender on the driver's side, underneath the fuse box, a couple other crappy things. But that's got to be pulled out. That's going to go inside, just like on the Buick. It's going to have the same way. Run cables, put them inside. Plus wire up the fuel tanks. That won't be too bad. Odds and ends stuff. But mainly, getting all the good stuff out of the car, the interior wise, seats, headlights, tail lights, back front bumpers, because they're plastic, they got to come off. Those are fun to take off. I like just tearing them off. But I was telling Hank, I was like, bumpers are immaculate on that Chrysler. I was like, hell, save them. Shit, put them on eBay. Even the motors we took off were like immaculate. It was like, hell, a lot of people that have those Chryslers still, and part might go or a bumper might be needed. I said, save the parts. You never know. Look them up. Sell them on eBay. Do it local. Pick up only, because imagine bumpers are going to be a pain in the ass to send out. But the motors can. They're not a problem to do that with. But at least I got some time. I jumped on because I wanted to make sure, because I was like, crap. Is there enough time? Because I wasn't sure what time he was coming. So I kind of was watching the clock. And I know it was past 10. So I was like, yeah, I'll jump on. I said, what the hell? Because I can always go until he shows up and then get my keys. That way, all I got to do is jump off real quick, say hi, bye to everybody when he does come. And that way it's all set and ready to go for whenever or whatever he needs to do. Let's see, I got working on your service. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me text him back. See if I got to go offline. Yeah, just to be on the safe side, because he just texted me. He's like, I'm working on your service. And I'm like, shit. I'm like, does that mean it's going to end like right off the bat? Be like, oh, what a quick video that was. God, I can't even text this morning. Even my thumbs have freaking Doug-itis this morning. Because I told him, I said, you want me to stop my YouTube live video? Instead, I go, do you want me to stop my YouTube love video I'm doing? Jesus. Good thing I put live afterwards. We'll have that from time to time when your hands start screwing up on you. But you got big thumbs, and you tried using the screen, so you're like, and you're hitting the extra button that's next to it or whatever. I hate that. I do that a lot. I don't know why. I'll try to text people, and it's like, and then they'll go, what? And I look back at it, and I go, what the hell did they ask me what about? Then I look at it, and I go, oh, I screwed up. Sucks when I do that. I haven't heard back from Dwayne yet, but I told him, I was like, do you want me to jump off live stream? But so bear with me if it does go off. I will definitely jump back on. Hopefully it won't be long, but lights are all working. Live stream's still going. I hope it's still going. It says I'm still live, so that's a plus. I haven't got cut off yet, so I'm like, because working on my, on one of these lines or whatever, it's like, oh shit, do I want to get off of it, or is it something that can still be online? I don't know. That's why I'm like, oh crap, I had to text him really quick. Because I don't want to screw up the YouTube video and something he's trying to work on if I'm still on it, and vice versa. It would not be good. Everybody must be busy today there, Mr. Willie. You and I are the only ones here. It might have been him I was hearing, but he's probably on the line out in the roadway or whatever over here. I didn't Thought I heard something. I got this on vibrate, so I'm just making sure. No, nothing yet. But I know I sent it to him. He's working on my service, and I'm like, uh-oh. I'm not sure if it goes all crappy on me or freezes, but seems like your neighbor killed everyone. Never know the way she could be. I'm surprised it's not the opposite way around. It'd be like, I've kept my cool. I let her think whatever she wants to me of me, which I laugh about a lot of times. Sometimes. Because I do a little bit here and there with my back until it totally starts to hurt, and then I stop and kills me the next day or 2 or 3. But she's like, "Oh, he's worthless," blah blah blah, and this, that, and the other thing. And the funny thing is, I'm not even on any assistance. What, like a Medicaid and Fidelis, big deal. But she's like, her Wi-Fi names is what she always tries to, so I can see them. Like I said that one time, she put on there something that she has one that says "Get a job." I laugh at, and she had put one up, and it disappeared quick. But my daughter noticed it, and it said "Low lives living off taxpayers." I'm like, we're not even on anything. I'm like, fucking idiots. She is not all there. But when she put that up, I put on mine. I said, "Yep, still the town whore." I don't take no shit. I give it back to her. Probably pissed her off. I don't care. That was the best damn one I ever put up there. I was like, "Yep, still the town whore." She's like a doorknob. Everybody gets a turn. Probably why I've lived here longer than anybody else has. Because Doug Brady told me, he goes, "You're the only person who's ever lived here the longest next to her, because she pisses off everybody, and they all always leave. They can't live up to her expectations." I'm like, piss on that. I don't give a shit the hell she thinks. She can go pound salt for all I care. I mean, drop dead would be better, but I don't foresee that happening anytime soon. Yeah, oh yeah, you can feel the love. There's so much love in the area there. So I do my thing. It's like, oh, I'm surprised she doesn't. Well, she tried to complain about how many people I have visiting me or whatever. It's like, so I got friends. They come over and visit. Big deal. They got trucks. Might be loud. Who cares? They don't rev them up. A couple times, they might go out into the road and do a burnout, but that's country. It's because I'm always helping people. That's how I am. Never will change. I should get a shirt that says on the back so she can see it. If you don't like me, bite me. She might take that to heart, try it, but so I just ignore them next door to a certain extent. But I always put my 2 cents in here and there. Had to go over and see the boys because I think, what was it? Dennis was saying now that this place is taken over by the boys, so he's up there in age. Bill, I talked to Bill because the lawnmower that I use for here and also down at the trailer because they own the trailer too. I mow both lawns, and the wheel rusted off of the lawnmower deck. So I went over there and brought the wheel and the bracket, piece that had come off the front of the mower deck on the right side. So they're going to come grab it, put it on a trailer, and take it over there to the shop. A brand new shop up there. It's got 2 combines in it. Fits pretty good in there. It's a good sized place that they had to build. But yeah, it needs to be, because I asked them, I was like, anybody's got a welder and a grinder? I would have done it, but they said, yeah, just bring it over here to the garage and weld it back on. So yeah, because it's the only problem. Everything else I usually try to fix and keep up to date on the rest of the mower. Once that come off, I was like, shit. Figure I'd have to get that fixed quick before it would dig into the ground or something, because that might happen. Yeah, if you see something go flying through past the camera, it's a damn fly. One fly in here. It's annoying as all hell. Keeps going around me, or it'll freaking land on me. It's landing on my arm. That, or it'll go up on a TV. Shane, Paranormal, what's up, buddy?